One of the things that always bothered me about that period is the fact that the way bands like yourself were misclassified, and definitely how it has not been documented how influential we are. Now, we talked about this a little bit, and obviously you're still very humble.
Amen.
Do you think that the success that Suicidal Tendencies had, maybe you didn't have because you're a little more real, and also the association with the so-called Suicidals and the other Venice fan base that you had at that time?
Well,
Marketing nightmare?
well, see, I'm a horrible businessman. When it comes to business, man, I fumble thumbs, dude. I'm like, whatever, man, let's just play, man. I'm gonna fucking play. And I could have just took other avenues to where I was a little more smarter.
Right.
Well, it wasn't me. I was there for the music. And obviously other people were a little more smarter, a little more money-wise, right? But here's one thing. You don't step over $1 to fuck a homeboy.
Oh, wow, that's fucking cool, man. That's old school.
And amen. And that's what happened on that trip with so-called who you were talking about. So I don't know. I'd rather help a homeboy than make $1 off of him.
Being that we have the same mentality, isn't it better to have a clean conscience and be respected?
Amen.
Right?
I can walk down any street of Venice, don't have to look over my back. I would hate it to not have that. To walk down my own streets that I grew up and born and raised in, worrying about, oh man, someone gonna jack me because I fucked them? Nah. Yeah. I don't have that. I walk anywhere. Because I never fuck people.
You're
for $1.
You've resurrected Beowulf. You've been playing here locally. Tonight you're playing here for the Jesse Pintado Memorial Festival.
Amen.
That's been going on. This is a great story. 1985, going to the Balboa, Jesse Pintado was on that bus with us. How do you feel the fact that you inspired a musician like that went on to globally inspire everybody?
Oh, it's just a good feeling, man. That's why I was very excited when Enrique asked us Beowulf to play. I said, heck yeah, I want to play this. You know? Well, how much do you need? I'm like, well, whatever you can do. Just a bucket full of Budweiser, we're on it, dog. It's an honor to play, man. An honor.
What's going on with Beowulf now? The last, if memory serves me correct, Jesus Freak was the last release you put out, correct?
Yeah. We put out Jesus Freak. And then Christian, our bass player, Christian Old Wolvers, Fear Factory fame, got in a bad motorcycle wreck. So he's been recovering for the last couple years, so we've kind of been on hiatus. And we're not the type of band like, oh, let's just replace him and go on. No. Because how I always ran Beowulf is we're family, dog. We play hard, we fucking party hard, but at the end of the day, we're all family. You know, you take care of each other. I mean, we hang out all the time. As you can see, when we're just hanging out, we always hang out together. Like most bands are like, oh, they're about to, how much am I getting tonight? Oh, well, how much shirt sales did we make? Like, fuck that, whatever. Let's just make enough money to get some tacos after the show, you know, and go hang out. What time is it? 2 o'clock. We need to get some beer before it closes.
But isn't that the reason why when you play your music, it's still as raw and dangerous, and it still inspires the adrenaline in an older, mature man like myself and a young kid? Because what you're doing on stage is real. It's not you performing.
No. I mean, you can't go to Rite Aid and buy a friggin' Beowulf costume like you can a Suicidal costume. Whoops, did I say that? I mean, we
have good lawyers.
Fuck him.
Can't get a penny out of it.
Nah, I'm just saying, we're real deal. We're true school, dog. I mean, you can take me back as far as you want, and you'll find the same me standing here today as you did when I was 16 years old.
I really respect that, man. New music. What are you writing and what is it inspiring you now? Because you mentioned Venice, much like the rest of Los Angeles, the transition that we're all becoming dinosaurs.
Yes, man.
I got motherfuckers.
Dude, I call it dinosaurs.
I got motherfuckers stepping on my shoe. I got motherfuckers stepping on my shoes now and not apologizing.
They're like, you get out of the way, old man. I'll fuck you up. You may be little or a young kid and false pride, but I still got mine, dog.
Would it be safe to say that we're a little more angrier now, and since we've been real since day one, the music will reflect that?
I wouldn't quite say anger. It's just kind of like disgust. It's like, you kids these days have no respect. They don't, well, some of them do. You can tell which kids were raised by veteranos like yourself and myself.
Gracias.
And but you see some that just have no respect for their elders. I've always had respect for the elders, dude. Like, oh yeah, you guys need some. How can you have respect? Because they went through it before us.
Oh, yeah.
They were young too, but they grew up, and then we're just, coming behind us. And the kids coming behind us now need to see respect. They need to know respect. You know what I mean? And it's hard to see because I live right next to the high school. Literally,
you
right
see it
down the
every
street.
day.
So I watch these kids walk down the street, and the words that come out of these kids' mouths, the little girls, man, cussing like sailors, man. I'm like, oh my gosh, So.
One of the things that must be documented is the fact that there has been so many bands here in Los Angeles, as I mentioned before, that were ahead of their time, against the grain. For a band like Beowulf to be playing in front of audiences in 1985 when there was no money, under severe real LAPD, you know what I'm talking about, the baton clubs,
Yeah.
at the height of the Crip blood war, and playing some insane shows that till this day, 30 years
South Central,
in South Central, and here we are 30 years later.
still doing it.
Dale Henderson, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me.
Thank you, Jimmy. It's been a pleasure, dog.
Beowulf is back.
Beowulf, baby. Beowulf boys por vida, SAV13. That's how I say it. Oh, I thought you offered me a cigarette. You want?